Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, I am just trying to look on the manner in which the doctors are conducting their strike and the kind of statement or directive the IG of police, Japhet Koome, was trying to give to the commanders across the country. Really, it puts IG Koome in a total embarrassment situation. Because you would think like doctors are causing chaos, they are damaging properties, they are distracting peace. But that's not exactly what is happening. These are well-learned people. So they know exactly what to do and where they can pinch the government properly. That is the truth. These are harmless people who are only protesting for their rights. And even in their protest, it is so peaceful and well organized with a proper message to the government and to Kenyans and even to the patients in the hospital. That now you look at the way, what they're demanding for and how they does it. Then you look at the government and you see, really, where is the problem? You can see where the problem is. So these are the people that Koome wanted to command us to start now beating and chasing on the street. They're making noise for the patients in the hospital. So yesterday, in the protest, doctors decided now to use a prayer to send a message to the patients, to this administration, to Kenyans, and even to God in heaven. That is what they did. So, through the prayer, they first of all ask for forgiveness. And you know, in every prayer, you start with the forgiveness. And for them, they ask for forgiveness for leaving patients unattended to. But they have their reasons why they have done so. We have already also cited in that prayer. And because Ruto told us that this is a God-chosen government, and so they rightly put it like that in their prayer, that this is the government that you chose as God. We pray that you know the president, you know the minister in charge of health, you know all the leaders who are rejecting to agree on the CBA that was negotiated before earlier. So you know all these problems, God. They are asking God to give William Ruto a human heart, and all these leaders who are misadvising Ruto and who are not willing to sort out doctors' problem. They have their reasons. Post the intern, pay doctors' fees, those who are those who are furthering their education. That's what should be. And above all, doctors' welfare be looked into. If they fulfill this, then they are ready to go back and continue with their calling. Doctors have a calling. So it is not just something you wake up and decide that this is what I want to do. No, it's not that way. And here is their prayer to God.
Mungu tunaomba msamaha kwa sababu tumeacha wagonjwa wetu kwa hospitali bila madaktari. Baba, tunataka kuleta hii serikali yako ambayo ulichagua wewe mwenyewe. Unajua president, unajua minister, unajua viongozi wote ambao wamekataa kutimiza ile CBA ya madaktari. Mungu Baba, tunaomba katika jina la Yesu uweze kuwasaidia kuwapatia ile huruma ya binadamu ili waweze kutatua mashida ya madaktari, waweze kupost interns, walipia madaktari fees ambao wako shule wakisoma ili tuweze kurudi hospitalini, tuweze kuhudumia wagonjwa wetu. Tunaomba haya machache kwa jina la Yesu na kuamini. Tusikize chama kidogo.
Now, we are continuing this particular discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this discussion. Now, just look at that kind of protest and tell me you have an IG who will order police officers to go and tear gas these teachers. An IG will order police to go and open live bullets to these doctors. Look at that situation now. Then tell me, what will be the conclusion of the international community as far as the Kenyan situation is concerned? So IG Kome was putting himself in a mess simply because someone from State House is giving him wrong orders. And because he has reduced himself to just a rubber stamp. That's what exactly he's doing. So if police will attempt to go and disrupt such kind of a protest, it is going to set them against the international community. And it will also revive what Azimio was pushing to sue IG Kome at ICC. So you can't use force to stop this kind of protest. These people are well organized. And they have a message. They're not just protesting. They have a message. And the people they are addressing are well known. This time around they used prayer. And they are praying for a man who said is a God-fearing person. And what is their prayer? That God pea Ruto moyo wa binadamu, yeye ndio president. What does this one means? That Ruto has lacked a human heart. He is not touched with the doctor's problem. He is not touched with the suffering of Kenyans in the hospital, on the beds, waiting for treatment. If Ruto has a human heart, then he will be touched with those situations, and he will not be busy on top of vehicle trying to answer doctors. So this prayer tells us that Ruto is inhumane. Therefore, the narrative of God-fearing leaders is neither here nor there. It confirms that Ruto is not a God-fearing leader. If he is a God-fearing leader, then today our own sick people will not be dying in hospital. They won't be suffering in hospital under his watch when he has enough money. When doctors are asking for money, hawa ni watu wamesoma vizuri sana. And they know very well that this administration is collecting taxes more than any other administration has ever did. Therefore, there is money, and not only money, but enough money to sort out what they are asking for. We already demonstrated in very different ways in previous videos to tell you how this government has money. Look on how they are spending. And they spend on recurrent budget. Budgets that have no any return. You pay salaries and they don't pay well. They spend on hospitality. And they spend more on hospitality. Just go and check set out budget. And that's one of the reasons one of the issues Mother Karua was trying to address, that if you spend this amount on hospitality only, why not pay doctors? Because you are telling us that there is enough. This is the only administration that is using a 1-year budget in 6 months and ask for another budget. So if you are spending what you should spend in 1 year within 6 months, you go and seek for another budget. It means you're telling us there is money. And if you're doing so, why not sort out doctors' mess? So if you have human heart, as you collect our taxes, you will consider that we have doctors. And there is an agreement ahead by the government. So fulfill the agreement. Simple. Walipie, wale ambao wanaendelea na masomo yao, walipiwe. Wale ambao wanafanya kazi katika mazingira ambayo yasiyofaa yaangaliwe. Interns pia wakuwe posted. And an intern, someone was giving an elaborate demonstration of how interns do operate in hospitals. And we'll look into that video deeper. These are just doctors doing their work. People Nakhumicha is referring to as students. It's complete opposite. They don't want to pay them, but they want them to work on our patients. How possible is that? Yes, I've been reading comments and someone has been saying that our doctors are not available in hospitals. That to some extent can be true. But above all, what is the work of the Minister of Health? Just give them what they want. But then you do your work to make sure that these people are at the right time, at the right place, at the right time, doing the right thing. Enforce that. Because that's what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, if you also give them a leeway, they will be busy in their own clinics doing their own business. So we have to look into all this. Nakhumicha has been addressed even in the prayer because he is also dramatic and problematic, giving wrong views as far as operations in hospitals and what interns does in the hospital. So I don't know your views, but let us put in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.